I hope you're all feeling really good today. I come on a little walk and I've tried to come to a quiet place because it's quite busy at the moment where I live, and so I'm trying to find a little secluded woodland. And I just found an owl further up there. It was really nice. So I come out here because it's really peaceful, as peaceful as it can be. And it's just the sound of the wind in the trees, and there's the leaves on the floor, and you can hear the various birds singing, doing what they do. We live in such a human-orientated world, which is about our needs and where we're going and what we're going to do with our lives. And it almost takes quite a lot to step away from that and come to a place that's bigger than just the kind of material, everyday world. And when you come out here into nature, what it does is it connects you right back into that being natural, organic, physical, spiritual, energy, brings you into your mental, your energetic worlds, your emotional worlds, and everything just seems to become as one. And when we think about wisdom and intelligence, we often rate it as the intelligence of the human thinking brain. Even how we orientate animals' intelligence is comparison to the age of a child. So like a pig is the intelligence of a 7-year-old child, you know. But we're rating that as in how we figure things out in the world. So when we're talking about the spiritual wisdom of the plant kingdom, how can we conceive that when we're not actually plants? So it's got to be something that goes almost beyond the spoken written word, and how we have organized the world around us into categories and words. So when I was really young as a child, I would come out here for peace. I always found that I felt better just being around trees and plants. They exuded an energy that really uplifted me and made me feel really happy, but also made me feel really centered and grounded within me. And I felt they were trying to communicate with me, and you couldn't really put that into words. And over the years I've grown up, I've learned a lot about energy, and what I initially felt about spirit from a very young age has kind of been showed to me by a bigger presence in what I need to learn in this lifetime. When I come out here, away from these ways that we're supposed to be living as humanity upon the planet, and how we're supposed to behave in society, and our identity, and what does it show what we've achieved on the planet, it just becomes more real because it's beyond all that. It's just about living and existing. There are different ways we might access the wisdom of plants, trees around us. This is amazing. It's an amazing place. It's different ways for you to access that. Some people do it through taking stimulants. Some people do it through deep meditation. Some people are born with an awareness. Some people do it through lucidity. My personal way of accessing wisdom, which is beyond a human constructed societal world, is to go beyond the conscious thinking mind right back into the subconscious, which is basically connected to the huge universal unconscious mind, which we might call God, the great presence. And that's always been with me since I was really young, through dreaming, just through lucidity, through now transcendental meditation, not realizing I was really doing that as a child. And you see things manifesting to the physical world through the spiritual world to guide you and give you signs and messages. And we communicate through a place that's of the heart, through the gut instinct, the pineal gland, the what we call third eye thinking and dreaming. When you're really young, you are quite open as a child, aren't you? You really take everything's excitement, and you say children are more susceptible to seeing spirits and talking about what we call ghosts and everything, because they've got very open minds. And then as we grow up, then we become gated, so everything gates off in our brain because, well, I've done that now, I know that. And maybe it's a coping mechanism for the brain and existence. And then when we talk about opening the doors of perception, which people do through various means, it's basically opening yourself up to a world beyond the conscious, literal mind, that you'll go into these subconscious realms. Most of what we do every day is guided by those subconscious realms. We know in our heart what we need to do because it's coming from a greater place. The spiritual intelligence of the plants is there and accessible through going into that other place. They're communicating with us on a level that's maybe not so literal, but it might come through to you as words, it might come through as smells, it might come through that they produce a vision in your mind, it might come through that it just opens up to the absolute amazing, magical, miraculous existence that we're living right now. To be physical is incredible. You think about atomic structure, you think about what's around you and how it's formed. If you really put your head into it, it's almost impossible. And what you see as a physical world is just the surface layer. And even that is incredible. Now, how we just live life every day and just take it for granted is even that's hard to put into words. So going into deep meditation for me, or just living life and living in a state where you're not so much in your conscious forefront brain, but you're living as the witness bearer that's behind you. So your spirit self is there. It's non-judgmentally observing the world, the whole show that's your world every day. And it's guiding you. It's impartial. It's there. It was there with you when you're born. It's traveling with you, and it's there when your physical body goes. And spiritual wisdom of plants is really about acknowledging the fact that this isn't just literal. They have an intelligence to share with you, and going into places, even just coming here and sitting in the woods and stopping. Stop thinking. Just breathe and feel your feet upon the earth. Start lying on the earth every day for 20 minutes. Start opening up those gateways again. Breathe. Feel what comes through. Feel your breath moving down your body. Like say, you might have one day something flash into your head, a plant flash into your head, and you think, what's that plant about? And you look it up, it's exactly what you needed. A smell comes in, you don't know why the smell came in. You know, something appears on television, someone wears a t-shirt. Nature is talking to you continuously, and the more you open your heart to it, the more it starts giving you little signs, giving you things, and it's spirit talking to you. As a whole, like I say, I do teach workshops about it as well. When you experience it, your whole world changes. And if you experience it for a long time like I have, you live life in that way, because you stop worrying about all the small things, and you just think it's just silly, really. A lot of it is insubstantial, and the substantial with the world, the word might call the word the underlying, the numinal, the unmanifest, is where that true wisdom is. So accessing that through daily practice of meditation, practicing kindness, practicing compassion, because the world around us is based on love. So the more you get into a loving state, the more you find you will be accessing that eternal truth wisdom. I'm going to turn my little walk now, and I'm going to try and go a little bit and find what magic's out there, because it's coming in really strongly. So I'll speak to you soon, and take care. Bye.